Hey, everybody, it's me, Tom Dalton, along with my good friend Jim Edelman from the smash hit, Emmy Award winning PBS television program, Under the Radar, Michigan. And we're here today to talk about, and I know I speak for you, Jim, one of our favorite events that we speak at every year. It's probably the most fun you can have in a gigantic room inside in Michigan ever. It's the 46th annual RV and Camper Show, and it's at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. And today we've got John Lindley, who is with MARVAC, which is not a planet from another galaxy. MARVAC is actually the Michigan Association of Recreational Vehicles and Campgrounds, correct?
That's correct. And thanks so much for having us this morning.
Well, thanks for setting up such a nice campsite.
Yeah, I see some rocks back there.
I wish I was out there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Now, the show starts on the 2nd, right? Wednesday, February the 2nd.
Yep. Wednesday, February 2nd runs through Sunday, February 6th.
Right. And I know Jim and I are speaking at 1 and at 3. We have so much fun when we do that. We were just saying that, pardon me?
On Sunday.
On Sunday, yes. On Sunday from 1 at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And they're probably some of our most enthusiastic audiences when we do this. Because of probably one of the reasons is we did a big RV episode, an RV adventure. And we get more response from that show than probably any other one we've done.
Well, I can tell you leading up to the show, which obviously we're very excited about hosting again after a 2-year hiatus, but leading up to the show, one of the most common questions that we have gotten is, hey, are you having the guys back from under the radar? And we're excited to be able to answer that question with a yes.
That's the most common question you're getting?
Absolutely, one of the most common questions, no doubt.
Wow, I'm flattered and a bit shocked. But like we were saying before we started, that even if you're not going to buy an RV, it's an amazing place to spend the day and see all the recreational vehicles that are out there in the event that you ever do want to purchase one. But it's also a great place to go for camping information and supplies. It's like a 3D encyclopedia of all things outdoors in Michigan.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, certainly the 300,000 square feet that the show covers at the facility, the vast majority of it is made up by the more than 300 units, RVs, from pop-ups to $400,000 motorhomes that are there. There's no question about it. But we also have almost 40 exhibitors that are going to be there, from campgrounds to parts suppliers and servicers and other. It's really about the industry as a whole. Any information that you need, you unquestionably will be able to find it there.
So, one of the things that we've been doing this week, because it's National Plan Your Vacation Day on Tuesday the 25th, a lot of people don't realize how much advance time you should give yourself to book a campsite at one of the more popular campgrounds. What are some tips you can give people to booking early and booking often?
Back to the theme of most common questions we seem to be getting right now is that very question. How can I get a campsite? And I'll say this, not to be cliche, the biggest thing that campers can do is maintain some level of flexibility. If you head in to try to make your camping reservation with I want this campsite at this campground, I want to arrive on this day, and I want to depart on this date, then yeah, you might have a little bit of problem finding exactly what you need. But at the end of the day, there are over 1,300 licensed campgrounds in the state of Michigan. There's a lot of space out there throughout the entire state, from the southern tip down by Monroe all the way up to the western, part of the Upper Peninsula. There is a campground that will meet your needs without question. And the best thing you can do is be flexible and find that place that you want to go.
Yeah, and the RV and Camper Show really is talking about planning your next vacation or your next adventure. That is the ultimate place to do it, because, like you said, there's endless resources there and information about all things outdoors, camping, RVing in Michigan. So yeah, talk about a great place to start your next adventure. That's the place to do it.
Yeah, and one of the features is the launch of our 2022 campground directory, RV and campground directory, that we issue every year and publish every year that customers can pick up for free at the show, which includes all of our members, all 115 or so of our campground members, and listed by region with all their amenities. And that's a great place to start when you're planning that adventure.
Yeah, I think that whole flexibility aspect of the travel, I mean, that's kind of what RVing's all about, isn't it? You're pulling your house behind you. You can meander through, and I think that's great. Prepare to be surprised. I think would be a great a great theme to going out and camping, because it's never the same trip twice, right?
I can tell you that one of the best campgrounds that my family and I ever stayed at was a campground that we didn't have a reservation at. Now, I would not recommend that people necessarily take that risk, but we did one day, and we just drove until we got tired and found a spot, and they had a vacancy, and it was one of the greatest experiences that we've ever had at a campground. So, like you said, being flexible and trying to find out and branch out to maybe someplace you haven't been before, who knows what you'll find.
Yeah. And I always tell people, if you've never been to this show, it's a spectacle. I mean, I don't know, how do you guys get all those units, all those vehicles, all those RVs and campers? How do you get them in there like that? It must take days.
That's a process, and it absolutely does. I mean, we open the doors at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, February 2nd. We will start staging those vehicles at the show place as early as Saturday afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Lining them up. And there's a lot of logistics that go into it. They're lined up in a way that, it's all planned out, and how they move into the building. Absolutely.
And like you were saying, that you've got everything from little teardrop campers, which are some of the coolest ones, actually, to the big $500,000, with the pillars and the sunken tubs, and that are nicer than my house.
Absolutely. Fireplaces on the inside. Yeah. There's absolutely something for everybody there. We're going to have units priced as low as under $7,000 for a pop-up camper, not unlike the one that's behind me that my family and I enjoy. Again, all the way up to the huge fifth wheel or motorhome.
I've always wanted to put a time-lapse camera in for load-in. Just to see all the things moving around. It would be just a great experience to see that load-in happen.
I think that's a great idea. Do I need to pay you licensing if I utilize that idea now? Because I think I may.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think because the rarity of us being in town when you're loading in has always hampered my great idea. But yeah, just stick a camera on the wall, hit play, we'll be all set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, John, thanks for everything that you and everybody at Marvac, all that you guys do to keep our state moving forward, to keep all these RVs moving, campers moving forward, because there has been a big demand lately because of the whole pandemic and all that. A lot of people wanted to get out, distance, stretch out, and I guess it's put a fire under the industry. It's like everybody's rediscovering the great outdoors and how much fun RVing and camping is.
Without any question, there have been the RVIA, the Recreational Vehicle Industry Association, at the national level estimates roughly 15 million households nationwide that are new to the camping and RV lifestyle over the course of the last 2 years. People have discovered, some people have rediscovered what the camping and RV lifestyle can bring to you. We like to call it the original social distancing, right? Get outside, get some fresh air, and there's plenty of room for everybody. There's no doubt about it.
Well, again, the show starts, it's at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. It starts Wednesday, February the 2nd, and runs through Sunday the 6th. And Jim and I from Under the Radar, we're going to be speaking at 1 o'clock and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And what stage are we speaking on? Do we know where we are yet?
You're on the main stage, which is on the west side of the exhibit hall. Absolutely.
Awesome.
And it'll be well marked, and we'll be able to point everybody in the right direction.
Oh, good, because I'm not very bright, so that should be easy for me to find. So, yeah, again, thanks a lot. We're really looking forward to it. Every year we've done it. We've had so much fun. The audience is great. The people are great. And then my wife and I just meander for hours going in. That's what I love, is you can go into all of these different recreational vehicles and spend your time, take a look at them. Don't necessarily take a nap or anything, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We're again, like I said, so looking forward to having the doors open to a show again this February after a bit of a hiatus, and equally as excited to welcome you guys back. And we know that your followers love to be at the show and love the lifestyle, and we're really looking forward to it.
Thanks. Well, if you wouldn't mind, if you could go make a couple of s'mores for me and Jim, we love them.
No question. I'd be happy to do that. I wish that this was real.
Darn it.